Marriage is necessary.
Oh Lord.
It's a complicated question.
I knew she
No, it's because it's just gonna take long and it's gonna be a long response. It doesn't have to be though.
So y'all want to do this one? Y'all want to move on?
No, we're gonna do this one.
You sure?
Marriage is necessary.
You don't have to.
Oh my gosh, I already know how I feel.
I'm so.
I want to choose one more for our bonus, and I'll choose the best three.
Shockingly, even though I'm traditional.
Oh shit, that's it. Phones outside.
So, marriage is necessary. I'm married and I'm traditional, but I'm learning not to
Like my husband.
accept.
Oh!
Whatever. I'm learning to accept other people's non-traditional viewpoints and stuff like that. So that's why I said that's why I'm 50-50. Really, it's look at this. Girl, what you got that? Oh my goodness.
I know, I would be doing the same thing if I don't want to.
Okay.
I'm good.
So basically, it's really on you whether or not you want to get married or not, and how you feel and what you value in life. So for me, I truly value the marriage and what it means and the significance, and as well as not being a statistic of being, I feel like it's a statistic, but a single parent household and just, not being one. I mean, I feel
like
that
you were 50-50.
Okay, so
why?
my viewpoints on why is yes, is because, well, this is coming from my perspective of being Black in America, and just the fact that Black couples these days, the way how everything is going, they get together, have kids, and then break up, and I feel like there's basically nothing binding besides the child keeping them together, and then it just becomes this whole thing where you have broken families all over the place. When for me and my husband, we have a true sense of we don't want that for our household. We want to have a solid marriage where we're going to be a family and we're going to work through our differences, and you don't need to be married to do all of that. You don't need to be married, but I just like it. I just like being married, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. It's just I feel it is necessary if that's what you want to do and if that's what you value.
Do you feel like being married that it makes it harder in your head to want, like, say
To walk away? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it does, because
I know physically it is harder to walk away, but I mean in terms of in your head and in your decisions to work it out, are you a lot of the time is it the fact that you're married why you would be like, you know what, let me stay because I'm married?
Yeah, definitely. I feel that having the marriage has a hold over us to make us work it out versus, look, I'm done with you, bye, there's other fish in the sea. No, we're gonna stick through this and we're gonna do it. And I definitely feel like that because he does frustrate me sometimes. So, and I'll be like, yo, I'm done, I'm over it. And then I'm like, this is different from being in just dating. This is marriage. This is the next level. Yeah. Let me sit back, hold my tongue, and try to think of a different way to curse him out. Not curse him out, but you know what I mean? To express your viewpoints in a respectable manner and just do things completely different than if you were dating, basically.
The reason I said yes to marriage is necessary is because it's important. First of all, before you get married, the person that you're with, it's important for you to actually like the person. Just not like what they're about or like how they look or, like how their money looks. But it's important for you to like the person for who they are. Because when you live with a person 24/7 and you're waking up to a person 24/7 and that's all you know is that person, it gets hard and it gets tough. But at the same time, that person is also a mirror for your flaws. Not just you looking at their flaws, but it's you looking at what your flaws. Obviously, you're going to have someone nagging about you and what you do. Oh, you didn't pick up your shoes. Oh, you're complaining about this. Oh, you didn't cook. Oh, you didn't do this. Oh, you didn't clean this. Obviously, these are things that you're going to struggle with, right? These are some of your weaknesses and your flaws. So instead of complaining about it, marriage is also something that's supposed to help you as a person. Like, it's going, like Janisha said, it is tough, and it's a whole nother level other than a relationship. Like Brandy said, like, it's easy when you're in a relationship to walk away from something and be like, I'm done. I don't need this in my life. This is stressful. This is this. But that's why I started off with that marriage. You have to like who you're with. If you don't like the person, then it's easy to just like walk off from that person because you don't really like them anyway. But when you truly like who you're with and they're really your friend and you understand them, you are going to have your ups and downs in the relationship. But you're also supposed to build each other up. Like I said, that's your mirror. You're supposed to be looking at that person and seeing what you're doing wrong. Obviously, they're going to be telling you what you do wrong, and you tell them what they're doing wrong, and you guys help each other grow. And I think that's important because if you're always just dating and giving yourself away to someone or random people, then you never really get that opportunity to grow. You might have a guy or a girl telling you, you know, you're weak in this area or you're good in this area, but it's not consistent, especially if you have different people all the time telling you different things. But when you have that one person who truly knows inside you and outside of you, it's a way for you to grow, regardless if the relationship works or not. Like, the purpose is to build each other and to have that partner.
But why
constantly.
do you need marriage to do that? Why can't you have that partner for life and not be married and still do the same thing for each other?
Well, okay, coming from like a biblical perspective, like I am Christian, so coming from a biblical perspective, I believe in the whole like you know what the Bible says, basically like not giving yourself to someone, you know, before you're married, even though I've done that, but living with someone and having sex and all that stuff, acting like you're married when you're not married. I believe in actually being blessed and saying, I don't care about the paper part, like government telling me that I'm married, but as far as like walking down the aisle and, you know, saying vows to each other and all that stuff, I think is really important. Now to you.
What do I think? Well, I'm kind of like a free spirit, I guess, when it comes to like societal norms and different things like that. So when it comes to things that people do just to do it, just because they think they're supposed to, there's a reason I think most people get married. I'm not saying that's why y'all did, but I think a lot of times people are like, oh, I just want to get married, have kids, that's what I'm supposed to do, that's what everybody else does.
Yeah.
So I feel like for me, being single,
Single life is hot.
and I'm not complaining at all, but I feel like, I mean, I've been in very long-term relationships, and I feel as though it's something that creates a lot of expectations, maybe, and then you don't. I don't know. I just find most of the people around me doing it just because they're supposed to, like I said. And for me, just for me personally, I would have no problem. I have no desire for anything material. I'm very emotional and connected to the people that I do end up in relationships with, and I feel like being with them and not having to necessarily do that would be just as strong for me personally because of the way I am. But I don't know. I haven't decided what I want yet.
When you grew up,
but I've been proposed to, and I've been, you know, in situations where almost every relationship I've been in, that conversation of marriage was brought up, and I was the one who didn't want to do it. So I feel like for me, I don't even know how to say it.
You just don't find it necessary.
I don't find it necessary, and I think I only find it necessary under the right circumstances for me. And that's not like a list of anything. For me, I just know when something's right.
Exactly.
And I'm not willing to settle for anything less than that.